Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
Ryan Kelly's a great example of how valuable the centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the 2nd and 3rd level and deliver blocks.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Coming after you. Jam.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. from the shotgun. It's Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They go play action here on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This is Freeman. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. As far as defensive starters go, here they are for Indianapolis. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett, and that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun now for Carr. They complete it to Hill. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing now is Carr. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the Colts getting ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To throw, Brissett. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A look at the numbers for Doyle from a week ago. 4 catches, 51 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. 4 down.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's got his man Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Ready? Check 60, Pittsburgh. Track 39. There's a party now. Whoa! Watch the safety creep. Fire.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the Colts coming out now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Hill. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Carr going to throw, and he'll be brought down by the Colts.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Come on, fellas.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Mack. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Brissett, and incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And now Derek Carr. He is the focus of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Get him, boy.
From the 41, Carr throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Carr. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Watch the run.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Carr. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, it's Carr. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help, Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense trots back onto the field, and we take an in-depth look at Royce Freeman. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Check 4. One set. Eyes up.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Carr gets this one to Hill. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, now Carr. Able to get this to Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Throwing on first down is Carr. That one complete to Hill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
We got this.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Move. You got 4.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. On 3rd down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are even at 10 apiece. So they hit pay dirt on just 1 play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr completes it, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Carr now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Love. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing. Brissett taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
There we go.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
False start, offense.
At the 29-yard
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This is Hill on the draw play. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. On 3rd down, Brissett. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Ebron caught left side. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Ebron's got it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Back.
Carr. They set up the screen to Hill. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
51 to mine. Hey, watch the slant.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett, and he fires one incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start. I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down now.
I like where you're going with that because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked on all week and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 41, Carr. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15-3. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
I know you feel that.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
4 down. Check.
Here's Brissett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Brissett, left side, Doyle with it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down throw for Brissett. This goes to Mack on the check down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Mack off the draw play. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Brissett, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Brissett. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Complete to Hilton. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Funches has it complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Here's Brissett. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Completes it to Lee. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back to throw. Another good. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They're all through now in that game in Tampa, and it was the Bucs coming away victorious there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Throwing now is Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. To throw is Carr. Underneath here to Hill. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for our visitors, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles.